Welcome to the Gamebird Spotlight, a production of the North American Gamebird Association, bringing ideas, information, issues, and inspiration to the gamebird industry. Tonight, I'm flying solo here, and I'm bringing to you a concept that Rob Sexton reminded me of, that we had written an article back in, I think, 2013 on reasons that you should belong to the North American Gamebird Association. So tonight I'm going to go through that, 10 reasons to join the North American Gamebird Association. We have many more reasons than that, and these are reasons that I came up with that I think are very important. The first is that we have a dedicated professional staff. In a trade association, we have many different ways of formatting that. And a lot of trade associations use volunteer help. And at one point we had one of our members was the treasurer, and one of our members was doing the magazine, etc. Well, when we have paid professional staff, we can do what we do best, which is raise game birds and do what we need to do and do it well. When we're too scattered, things don't get done and things get forgotten, and it's not that good. So Rob Sexton is our executive director. He's been with us since, I think, 2014. He's been a lobbyist for other conservation groups and is a great asset to the North American Gamebird. Secondly, Karen Piatok is our financial department. She handles the books, she makes invoices, she handles all that. Thirdly, we have Brittany Booth, who is our communications director. And we'll talk more about Brittany in a minute. Second reason is our dedicated board of directors. We have a board of 12 directors that are volunteers. They donate their time, none of them are paid. They work hard to provide the political action and educational opportunities for members. Many of them speak at our conventions or represent us at other meetings like the NPIP, which is the National Poultry Improvement Plan meetings, and bring the concerns and the interests of the whole organization before that. Thirdly, that political clout. One thing that NAGA does not do well is brag about what they do. So in probably 10 years ago, we had a threat to our industry of not being able to ship chicks during hot weather. The humane groups, the ones that are not totally understanding what we do, felt that, well, if it's 85 degrees, it's too hot to ship a cat, it's too hot to ship a dog, therefore it must be too hot to ship a chick. They don't understand that the birds come out of 98 degrees in an incubator, and so an 85-degree day is just what they're accustomed to. Indemnity advocacy. You know that there is a threat to our industry called avian influenza, and we've had a few of our members affected by it, and the National Poultry Improvement Plan, the USDA, has threatened to not pay what they originally agreed to pay for indemnification, i.e. a portion of the value of the birds if there is the need to euthanize your birds because of avian influenza. All right, so that the advocacy there alone is worth the price of your membership. A year ago, the NPIP program was able to get in a separate section for the game bird industry. And that was through the work of members of the North American Game Bird Association. The third one, or the last one I have, is the SUGS program. Sounds like a silly name, but SUGS stands for Secure Upland Game Bird Supply. Our health committee and other members of the North American Game Bird Association have gone to bat to say, what program can we institute to make sure if in our state there's an outbreak of avian influenza, and make sure that we can still move our birds providing certain parameters are met. And that's very important. All of us need to have the ability to move our birds, even in the event of something along that line. Next, we hold an annual education conference. Every year, early in the year, January, February timetable, we hold a conference for anybody who is a game bird provider. Its emphasis is on growing birds, even though we have some seminars for hunt clubs as well. We have that one in the wintertime, which is sometimes hard for hunt clubs to get to. Therefore, this July, from the 18th to the 20th at Deer Creek State Park, we're holding the first ever hunting club conference specifically aimed at hunting preserves or hunting clubs, and providing information that those folks need to be able to provide that information for their employees, their staff, and themselves. Number 5, shared knowledge and friendship. Many of those board members provide seminars at these different conventions. We see that there are certain, there are formal seminars set up, but a lot of the information that is gleaned from these conventions are those hallway discussions. Those discussions when we have one person asking another person, how do you do this? And what do you think about this? And ideas are shared in those conversations, and friendships are built. The next point is the NAGA News. Our communications director, Brittany, puts together a magazine every 2 months that comes to you in the mail, and they're on timely topics. This one, the cybersecurity issue, deals with things like, how do you make sure that your computer is safe? How do you know that your website is designed right to protect someone from being able to get into it? How do we use live stream to bring information to you like this? And so we've shared that information there. Comes out every 2 months, 6 times a year, and brings you timely information. The other publication that we put out is an annual membership directory. This directory lists all the members of the North American Game Bird Association, so it's a quick reference to the people that follow the ethics of the North American Game Bird Association. Plus the bylaws are printed in there, as well as some advertising and other helpful things that you might need, who the board members are, etc. This membership is also available on our website. The website has several points to it. It houses the directory as well as archives of the magazine. So let's say you are a recent member of the North American Game Bird Association and you're interested in what is in there, what other articles. Well, back to 2013, those articles are in there, and you can go back and search through those archives and find information from the last 10 years. So it's not just this magazine, it's 10 years back of magazines that you have access to. Next, like-minded partners. We have conservation groups that share our concerns, share our passion for hunting, for raising game birds, like the Animal Agriculture Alliance that gives us tips on how to protect our businesses from being penetrated by people who might be anti-animal use. The Congressional Sportsmen's Foundation is another group. The Midwest Poultry Consortium, National Association of Egg Farmers, of course, the National Shooting Sports Foundation, who is one of our great supporters, who provides advice and just some financial backing, and we're really, really appreciative of all of that. Pheasants Forever, Quail Forever, the Quail and Upland Wildlife Federation, as well as the Sportsmen's Alliance, who does battle to make sure that we keep our hunting, fishing, and trapping rights. Finally, and not necessarily the least, is a scholarship. Years ago, the North American Game Bird Association had a point man named John Mullen. When John Mullen passed away, we established a John Mullen Scholarship. Each year we hand out, well, we have applications for 5 different $1,000 scholarships that go to folks who are relatives or NAGA members, and that every year an educational scholarship. Next, that form is available on the North American Game Bird Association website. And if I can get it up here, you can join NAGA at NorthAmericanGameBird.com. The funds raised for this John Mullen Scholarship are raised through a fund-raising auction at the Winter Convention. Emphasis on fun. Last year, we had one of our male models model a negligee, a little off-the-wall humor, but it was a hoot. And I suppose that sounds bizarre, but it was funny. And we had a lot of good times together through the auction. We've even auctioned off nothing. And nothing got resold several times, raising money because the people had a heart to donate to the John Mullen Scholarship. We've had other individual scholarships awarded from time to time, but that's the primary one. And you must be a member of the North American Game Bird Association or have a parent that is. Those are my 10 reasons to be a member of the North American Game Bird Association. I'm sure there are more. I hope that you will not only join if you're not a member, but if you're a member, share this video with someone that maybe purchases birds from you or that you know runs a hunt club, and encourage them to join as well. Thank you for being with us tonight. I appreciate it. If you have comments, there is a section off to the side for comments. I'll be glad to answer any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. And there are, to go on NorthAmericanGameBird.com, look, there are different levels of membership. There's business, there's sponsor, there's more others. If you're a college student, you can get just a what we call an associate membership. Perhaps if you have a membership for a business, you would get an associate membership for someone that belongs to your association, your organization. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you for being with us, and we trust that you'll be a member of the North American Game Bird Association. Good night.